Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the official Hermitcraft Modsauce server. It is good to be back, it is indeed, and unfortunately this is one of those episodes where I just have to record in advance. I haven't read your comments from the previous episode, and do you know what? I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I always like to know what you guys think before we go into the next video, but sometimes, you know, restraints on time just mean I have to do things in advance. So here we are. I have not renamed these chests or given them a purpose yet. I'm really looking forward to finding purposes for each of these because I know they're going to be super useful, and I don't know why there are items. Actually, I do know why there are items in there. I can explain why in a moment. I have been working on our storage system. I've brought over pretty much everything from our previous space with the exception of a few things, and it has been tough work organising all of this stuff. I've got to say it's quite tedious, but once it has been set up it's going to be awesome. Now right now we are going through a little bit of a struggle. If you look in here you can see there are a lot of items left in that chest. They have been taken out slowly, and these are from our mining world, and this is the last bit that I've had to do. Now I've recently just changed all of our piping system behind here, and it has made this thing incredibly slow, which I've been led to understand is completely normal. So if we look over the back here you'll see that we are not snaking our pipes, which could be slowing them down. And snaking is where you make it so it goes from one place to the next. So for example here what it would do is it would go down, then up and around like this, and then we'd go off to the other side, we'd go up here and go across, but we haven't done that. We've made it so it branches off in different directions, and this is one of the reasons I do believe it is slowing down. But as well as that, we have added those smart sorting pipes that I talked about in the last episode at the back here. So this is going to look into an inventory space, and if there's an item type of that already in there, then it can put those items into the chest. If the chest is empty, then it's going to put the items into there. I think I put those nuggets in myself, but when I was doing a test, you know, I put in some gold. What? Peanut. Where did the peanut come from? What? I do not know what just happened there, but you saw that. We recorded it on camera. What the hell? Anyway, so when there's no space for it to go to, it puts it into an empty chest, so that is why there are items in here. I put in some cobble and stone, which is on our system, but it found these ones first of all. Those ones, of course, already have items in. But I have done some tests, you know, it puts the redstone straight into the redstone chest. If I take these out and chuck them in there, then this thing being incredibly slow, it might take it a moment. There it goes, you saw it go. And it's gone back in here. That is fantastic, that is awesome. We can do that, you know, wherever we are. We can just open, instead of our tools chest, we can have the one for that on our ender pouch, and yeah, just chuck whatever we need into it, which is awesome. Now last episode I talked about having multiple types of these ender chests for each different set of deep storage. So let's say we've got one over here, it's got a transfer node, it's going to look for these types of items. Well, that doesn't work because a transfer node will take the items out of the chest before looking. And what I experienced is that it would take out the items, and in here you'd see an item that didn't fit the deep storage. So the plan was to separate it over here and have its own ender chest, and I tried that and it did not work. It did not work at all. So, one of the things I need to do to see if I can fix this problem with it being ever so slow is to snake all of our piping, which I've literally just undone. So that's going to be a bit of a mission in itself. But once we have done that, I have a few other jobs to do this episode. We are going to move on from the storage. I think we've covered most of the things that we need to do here. There are going to be some upgrades and tweaks and changes we make in the future, but that is the bulk of us doing the whole storage thing for now. And one of the things that I really want to look into is flying, and I do believe it is going to be possible for us to learn how to fly this episode, and I'm going to do it in a way so all of you can understand how to do it yourselves. But I have to double check that. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I saw something that looked possible. Hopefully it is, but I'll be back with you in a moment once we've tried out snaking our storage system and all the pipes here, and if that works then it's going to be awesome and we can move on. Okay, judging by the speed of this chest right here, it does seem to be a fair bit faster. I mean, it was at a complete standstill last time, whereas now you can see the items are sort of been pulled out. There was a whole bunch of jungle saplings across here in a row that just disappeared really quickly. I'm not 100% sure why. This thing is now empty, so it has transferred 62 stacks of them over. These other ones are just taking a bit of time. It does seem like a huge improvement, so we should get the rest of these items that are here, go back over it and see the changes that I've made. Well, this is interesting. Check this out. We have our sapling chest over here, and it has all of the saplings in it. No surprise, except the only ones that were in here a moment ago were the oak saplings. Now, these jungle ones, I guess the sorting pipe sees it as the same thing, even though it technically has a different... Oh, it doesn't have a different item ID. It's number 6. And these ones here, are not. So that is interesting behaviour right there. Although they do start with a 6. 634, I'm sure it's just coincidence. Or maybe the mods, kind of identify that they're all saplings. Now that's really not a problem because this is my sapling chest. Obviously I'm going to put those jungle saplings somewhere else, but I want all the different types of saplings in there. But it is interesting how this stuff works. Anyway, let's go and have a look behind. Like I said, I was going to snake this. So now it comes out and it goes around and through every single thing one by one, which seems to have really increased the speed and performance. So I'm not going to show you all of it. It goes over there, goes around, and then comes back. You know what I'm talking about. And there is something else here that you may have noticed that I've done. We have glowstone behind our chest. Now, last time we had glowstone blocks. Now we have these panels and the pipes going into them. And these are, as you can see, forged micro blocks. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. But I think if we press uses, I don't think we can see the sort of backwards recipe for crafting. Actually, if we click on uses on that one, you can see how to do it. So you start off with a diamond saw. It doesn't have to be a diamond one, and then you can just chop it into halves, and then the halves can be turned like this into this shape, and then you can make them slimmer and slimmer just by putting them under the saw. So I thought I'd show you that just in case you don't know how to do it, and that is extremely useful because from the other side it just looks like there's glowstone back there, which is awesome, and it also provides light. It is about time we got that creative mode flight. I am really looking forward to this. Building this area around here has actually been quite difficult, and flying is going to make it a lot easier, and I think it is certainly about time. So there is an item that will make you fly in this game. The consequence of that item is hunger. It is going to drain your hunger apparently, which could prompt us to look at a better food source. I'm sure there's something interesting in the mods that will be better than steak, but to craft this item there is something that I overlooked, so I'm very glad I double checked this. But let me first of all show you how we craft this. So the item itself is this thing right here, the angel ring. And if we just press R to see the recipe, you can see the different things that we need right here. Now you'll notice there's a few angel rings over here. This is because there are some different styles. There's like fairy wings, demon wings, and gold wings, which is the one that I want to go for. So you change these two things at the top. They are the wings, I guess. They kind of look like that in the crafting recipe. But the rest of this right here is fairly obtainable. Some gold, a nether star. We have 2 wither skulls at the moment, and unstable ingots. Now, I didn't read about these. We'll come back to that in a moment. But the recipe for this right here is, and I've pressed the wrong button, haven't I? We need to press R. There we go. Is this thing right here to make one of those. And I am ever so glad that I double checked this because I was about to craft these. Look, I've got everything ready. We've got 2 irons, 2 diamonds, and over here we've got 2 division signals from our, explorations of dungeons and such. And yeah, it turns out that these things explode. So read this. Error. Divide by diamond. This ingot is highly unstable and will explode after 10 seconds. Will also explode if the crafting window is closed or the ingot is thrown on the ground. Additionally, these ingots do not stack. Do not craft unless ready. Now I was going to craft these and then go and get that nether star that we need. Let's have a look at that again. The one that we put in the middle. I have 2 wither skulls, so if we get another one we can do another wither fight and get that ready, and I'm really glad that I checked that, and I'm going to double check it like 3 or 4 times and just get all of this information in my head so I make sure we do this right, because it does say you can't close the crafting window and things like that. So I just want to make sure that when we're ready to craft this we have everything in our inventory. So that'll probably mean that we have to take all of this away first of all. We're probably going to have to craft those unstable ingots, one then the other, then make the crafting recipe for the angel ring and put in the unstable ingots and the nether star all within 10 seconds. And that is actually got me a little bit worried at the moment that I might screw that up somehow. It does seem not the hardest of things, but a little bit of a challenge. Let's just put these up here for now. So as I said, I've got 2 wither skulls. Where are they? I do not know. They're in one of these chests somewhere. I still haven't got around to sorting these out. Hopefully I'll be able to find them, but it means that we've got to go and do some exploring again of those dungeons because that's where I found them. So let's go and see if we can get that 3rd wither skull and obviously find the first 2 as well. So good news, I've been in this dungeon for about 5 minutes and let's have a look. We got no wither skeleton skulls on that side, we got 1 over there and we got 1 over here as well. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. We've got 2 more of them. That's great. That's enough to do a wither fight. And this is the first one of these rooms that I found as well. These are the good ones for finding yourself some wither skulls. Let's just double check. There we go. We've got 2 of them. So on my way over to the dungeon, I found this thing up here in the sky. Look at that. That is interesting. I've seen those before. And I'm pretty sure the slimes, the blue slimes, spawn up there. So one day we'll have to investigate that. We're not going to do it now, but I wanted to show you Look at that over in the distance. Doesn't that look absolutely lovely? This is a really epic piece of scenery right here. I actually like the way it's kind of captured in the fog. And I first saw this at night and it really did look grandiose. It was very, very cool. Let's just take a few steps closer to it so it's not so foggy. And that is all, obviously, all natural terrain. That looks absolutely stunning. So we are back in this place. Didn't think I'd be here again so soon. And I don't think last time when we fought the Wither we actually had this bow right here. Maybe not even the amethyst armor. So we're probably a lot more equipped than when we were last time. I brought some potions with me as well. And I was just thinking, do you want to know what the fastest way to kill a Wither is? I am about to die. I am about to die. I don't know how, but I went all the way down to 1 heart when that started. This is very, very bad. Very bad. Let's get the other regeneration potion going. Oh dear, what happened there? I don't know why I lost all of my health. Maybe the Wither is now more powerful. Let's get back in there and shoot this guy down. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot it's instant as well, isn't it? So I can fire really quickly. I've totally forgotten about that. And he's almost got me. I'm about to die. Oh, there we go. Got stuck in some quicksand. Well, I was going to do a little bit of a funny skit there. What's the fastest way to kill a Wither? With some video editing, but it didn't go to plan. I was just going to cut straight to the end. And we did it. We also got a division sigil. Don't remember if we got one of those last time, but we got the Nether Star. Also didn't get a mob head from that. Was hoping to get one. He got me down about halfway on my hearts, and it was interesting. You saw it right there at the beginning. It took me all the way down to half a heart. Was not expecting that. And I'm going to take these three blocks. Oh, what am I doing? Let's head back to base. Right. I don't think I have ever been nervous or scared about crafting something before. And I never thought I would be. That is really, really strange. But we're going to do this. Right, we're going to make the shape for the crafting down here, so it'll be a little bit easier. Actually, I'd like to have all of those ingots and nuggets like that, so I can just pick them up and drop them in quickly. We can't press E and close the window. That we cannot do. We can craft these even if it's not midnight, and it's now midnight, which is perfect. And apparently those make 4 ingots. Which way around is it? It is that way around? No, apparently that just makes an iron ingot. I've got a feeling something's wrong here. Let's have a look. That is definitely the recipe. Iron and activated and diamond at the bottom. So does that mean we can't even do this? Or if I click on that, am I actually going to get the right thing? Do you know what? I don't want to risk it. It now says 5 iron ingots. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and apparently we can make diamond shards. That is very cool. So, I was just talking to Slipgator. Turns out this is an inactive division sigil. We have already made one active by doing that ritual we did a couple of episodes ago. As well as that, I also noticed this thing right here. Look what it says at the bottom. Must be crafted in a vanilla crafting table. Well, that was a blessing, really, because there we go. So let's just get it in our heads again. I think it's this way around. This thing can be used 256 times. So we're going to make 2 unstable ingots. Then we're going to pull out that thing, and then we're going to craft this, and we've got to do it in under 10 seconds. So here we go. Oh, right. There we go. Oh, that's 1. That's 2. Let's take that out. Let's put the gold in. Oh my god, I could blow up at any moment. That's not good. Oh my god, I'm going to blow up, aren't I? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, I did it. That was crazy. Did you see the ingots started flashing? And they changed colour. I did not expect that. And we did it. We made ourselves the angel ring. Oh my god, let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, I've got wings. I've got wings. Wait. Oh my god! Oh, that looks so cool! Yay! Oh, I'm flying! That is absolutely awesome. We did it. We did it. And this thing just has to be in your inventory. It can be anywhere in there for you to have wings. I now have wings. That is so cool. And we can also put it on the Babbles inventory, which I think you get to by clicking on that. And so, can we put it in one of these slots? We can put it on that one or that one. And that is very, very cool. And now we never see it again in our inventory. And we're flying. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Let me just go over here and grab my armor and all of my items and my sword. I just want to stand up here with all of my armor on. See, now I'm thinking I'd like to have some golden armor. Look at me, I'm a pink little fairy. Ah, ridiculous. We can fly. It is amazing. The rain cannot dampen my spirits right now, and I have actually just learned something. Check this out. That guy has a funny looking hat. If we sprint and then fly, we actually keep the speed of sprinting when we're flying. Now, I've tested this, and when you move forward and then hold down control, your field of view changes, but your speed does not. So that is a cool little tip for going faster. It would also appear that we don't take full damage. Check this out. Boom. No full damage. Awesome. I was just hanging out with Slipgator. That's why I've been flying back to my base, and I have something really cool to show you guys. So after I'm done recording this clip, I'm going to add in something that me and him were doing. You'll find out in a moment, don't worry. Let's just pop down here first of all, because now that I have creative mode, I can build so much easier. I can fly around and place all of the blocks without having to pillar up and down and do all of that wonderful stuff. So the plan is, while you're watching these clips of me and Slip hanging out, is to hopefully just expand this area as much as I can with the time that I've got left. So I'm hoping that we can get another 2 of these corridors done. So I'll be back with you after those clips are played, and hopefully I'll have some good progress here to show you. Dude, what is this? You're showing me this right now.
It's a chopper.
It is a chopper. Oh my. That noise! That's very loud. Where are you going?
Got the Airwolf theme song going?
Have you? I can barely hear.
No, I don't. I turned mine.
You might crash into the
crap,
building.
Crash.
What's going on?
Oh, no! Oh, no, man. Where'd it go? Crashed.
What did you do to it?
I crashed. Look! Come down to the bottom, or the lobby.
Hey.
There it is. Hold on. I think I should be able to harvest it. Oh, man.
Harvest
Maybe.
it?
Like, pick it up. I got the other chopper out, and I'm just bringing it back.
Alright, we could go. Does this thing have weapons?
I don't know. Not that one, I don't think.
I'm struggling to turn here. Oh, I can press left and right.
Yeah, you can press it.
Oh, that's
like out
useful.
in the woods somewhere. I don't even know where you are, man.
I'm heading back. I'm starting to get the hang of it now. Oh
Yeah.
god, that chopper sound is so loud. How do I turn that down?
I don't know. I don't know how. I can't remember which one it is.
Oh no, I'm crashing into your building! Ugh! No, that's bad. And it's trapped. I crashed it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. They're really cheap.
They're cheap.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap to make. There, I picked it up. I got it.
So do you have one?
I got 2.
You got
I got
2?
them both back. Yeah. I got
Oh,
them
it's
both
only
back,
us on the
man.
server. I was going to suggest that we go, like, attack someone. Or something.
There is an attack chopper, too, an Apache, I think.
So I'm doing the building, I am doing my thing, and I've run out of glowstone, and Zul'jin has sent me an ender letter. Now for some reason this thing over here doesn't want to update. You can see I've written it down here, but he has sent me over an ender letter. We were just discussing how to trade items with each other and stuff. And let's have an open. Ender letter, that's very cool. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Zul'jin. He sent me over there 49 glowstone, that's awesome because I've just run out. And then the ender letter disappears. Maybe it goes back to him so he knows that he's got it. But here's another thing. I just found a deep storage unit in my inventory that was different from the other ones. It wouldn't stack with them. And it's got all of the items in it. And I can actually just break this. And it keeps all of its items. See, it's separate because it tells you right there how much dirt it has. So that means we can store, 2 billion cobblestone or whatever the item is in one of these things. We can just pick it up and move it to somewhere else, which is absolutely crazy. That is very cool. I'm glad I've learned that. And I don't know how this thing got dirt in it and it's not over here. But there you go. Got to move it all into there. That's going to take some time. Obviously, I'll use a transfer node. Anyway, this is coming along, but I'm going to finish it before I show you it. So NEI is being kind of smelly at the moment. It's still on update, but here is the recipe for the ender letter. This thing right here is made out of flint and an ender pearl. You put those together and you get 4 of those things right there. So we can make 4 of these. And it looks like they don't stack. We're going to send something back to Zul'jin. Out of all the things in the mods I have, I'm sure he's got something better. But there was one thing I thought he might not have seen. So we can type in his name at the top here, Zul'jin. I think we can send it to him when he's offline. Here, check this out. I'll put him a little letter saying, try this bow. And we're going to send over a bow with a drawback enchantment. That's the one. Actually, it's drawn with an N. Drawn back. That's the one where we can instantly fire the bow. And I should also drop him off some arrows as well. There we go, 16. Quarter of a stack. And then to send this thing, I think we need to hold down shift and right click. And off it goes. It then just put another one into my inventory because of the way the mods do that. So that should have been sent to Zul'jin. I guess we'll find out when he comes back online. He's offline at the moment, so hopefully he gets the letter. So the area down here is kind of done, and at the moment it's a little bit bare bones. We haven't put in the deep storage, and the reason why is because I've been thinking about using these better barrels again. Now, we're not always going to need to store 2 billion items. Sometimes this will be certainly enough, and with these types of barrels we can actually put items in from the back side, whereas one of the other types, I forget which mod it's from, you can only put them in from the top, which isn't good. But at the same time, this also gives us a nice display, a bigger visual to see of what the item is. So I'm thinking that we need to give it some thought. It's probably going to take me some time to figure out what items are what, but over time this thing's just going to be changing. And I'm probably not going to talk about it too much, but some of these might change to the other types of barrels where they're needed, and we'll probably rearrange a lot of things in an order that makes sense. So this area down here is going to be a little bit of a work in progress. Now, there's one more thing that I want to do down here. It is change the floor. In the middle here it does look a bit bland, and at the moment I don't have too much time to do that. So when we come back next episode, I'm hoping to have an interesting looking pattern down here, although there isn't really a lot of room to work with, is there? I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's us done with the storage. We're probably not going to be talking about this too much more. We will move on to some other things in the next episodes. By the way, I'm going to leave the ends down here kind of open just in case I need to expand them in the future, or maybe I'll put some sort of temporary wall that doesn't look too bad in front of it. But there you go, that is the storage thing done, and that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It will always be appreciated, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.